Down, thinking maybe it's time to take an initiative. Good amount of utility here for FaZe's T side. They've got to shake off the beating of overpass. Heroic have to shake off the past of lost Infernos. So Cadian at the helm of this hold, tries to peek down into the short side, ends up killing Twist a step behind. Nice cover from Rops, but the corner occupied by Tesses. Double headshot, man advantage, still kicking, still fighting.
In question, but look at Tesses. Second HP, second player, low HP, still gets the headshot, of course, in true Tesses fashion. And Shush right there. One of the better on overpass. Oh, but he goes down first. Rain sends a message. That's one deagle shot in.
Rain would love to add another. Heroic a little cautious here, but they'll take a glance. And that smoke, just for the time being, is going to counter out Jabby. Man can barely breathe. And look at this. Proper rotation out of FaZe. They're going to send it into the B site. Bomb in the back. Pistols at the front.
Oh, they're making a move.
In the middle. And while Rain will be toppled over towards Arch side, it is still, sure enough, a bomb plant. So it's one of those moments.
Okay.
One of those moments that FaZe can already be happy about. But you know they want to go much further. Deagle shot out of Kerrigan off of its mark. Jabby and P9 quickly coming up on Banana. And every bit of damage that Kerrigan can offer could end up being substantial. There is the talent that we say resides on FaZe. Twists, Rops, headshots each.
Wow. Little
bits of HP left over. 3 M4s and an immediate robbery in round number 2.
Even looking at overpass, that is the most convincing of a rotation that they've been able to score out of Heroic right here. Making the move like they were the ones on an eco round. And that can be a gift and a curse on Inferno, right? Your rotations get punished severely. It's not necessarily the length of the rotations, right? It's the fact that once you get B control, for example, and you get top oranges, you can see to the back of spawn, right? That's what slows down the rotates so much. That's what makes the retake so much more difficult. So it is a story of 5 losses in a row for Heroic, but versus very good teams. You know, this Inferno only finds the best.
Each of those losses a chance to learn. Tesses not able to capitalize on what was a very blind Kerrigan, and even the double nades that come out. I love the bits of protocol there, right? A flash deagle peek plus a double nade. That's enough to kill 2 or 3 if you're lucky.
They've shied them away from Arch, right? But they still don't necessarily have the best sight.
We'll continue to try and come at this Arch side, having left for a moment. Not dying to Tesses, not dying to Stown, and trying to continue inwards, but Kerrigan to jump up in clear corners. Jabby reveals himself from the porch. Shots come through that smoke off of Rops' end, and honestly, FaZe are getting corralled. Being drawn slowly towards this A site. In reality, they could go CT, but that kill from Rain alleviates a lot of pressure. They know that there's still an MP9 back here, but it shouldn't be enough to hold them back, and so sure enough, it's not. With damage on 3 of the 4, they'll get that bomb plant down and follow through. A force buy win in round 2 to a conversion in the 3rd.
Yeah, gave him some good chances right there, but FaZe Clan figure it out. Good job applying the pressure back to those 2 who are pushing through Arch, and like you said, they keep prepared. What's he cooking? Cadian, I think, was the better IGL on overpass. Saw really great T rounds. First of all, scoring 8. Won a few good mid rounds where they were player disadvantaged. Sometimes he can always credit the players on his team. It does feel like there are 5 minds on Heroic at times with the way they play their 2vx situations. But of course, you can credit him for the trust that he gives them as well.
Oh, a gun? Oh no,
oh, wow.
Rain catches him.
Hey, that would have been a big find.
Good effort, good effort.
That would have been the one rifle right here that FaZe don't have to worry about now.
Well, he can't keep it for this one. At least he denied another. But FaZe about to reclaim a whole lot of money. Double Mac 10s versus pistols. Oh, hold on, folks. We got 5 grenades on the side of Heroic.
Okay.
Someone's getting blown to smithereens.
Something we didn't see was Heroic grenades on overpass, the triple nade to the wood wall. But they are known to have a combo like this. Oh,
Chuck
and the nade's gonna kill.
Yeah, it's Kerrigan who ends up dying to it. Oh!
Wait a second.
WSB kill, the fight's right here, but nice spray, nice recovery, and a nade back the other way to ensure that that one goes down smooth. But Heroic, they crank the dial, they get 3 kills.
Yes, if that was anything starting towards alt, of course, there would be no use to those grenades. You wouldn't be zoning anybody, but in this situation, they were exploding up towards banana control fast, and Heroic met them at the pass.
No laughing matter. You know, 3 kills here that should never happen. The one at the end of the round prior, that's 4 deaths versus FaZe, chips away at the...
So badly.
Yeah, by gold.
Someone's been talking to Anders.
Jabby, nice. Peeks out, finds Brokey.
That's clean, because he peeked first, right? Got him participating, facing forward, expecting the repeak. Flash comes in after. That's quick as lightning.
While he's blind strikes him down. I think that's making the most of a pretty kind of bad situation, all things considered, right? Double FAMAS, MP9, lesser nades.
Yeah, and they know that's the main ingredient of a low buy. But look who's finding gaps and continues to find gaps. And a push down. Oh my God, that's with the bomb. They see that. It lands right in front of him. Rain.
Look at this pack of players.
Yeah, he jumps to the Call of Duty. He's here ready, but he can't get a good angle to defend this.
Trying, as he did in the last round, to recover the sticky situation. We're gonna get 2 CTs pinned against that back wall. Rain still wanting to help, offering assistance, but it is kills the way of Heroic. Every single duel goes their way. Kerrigan finally gets something back for the FaZe Clan, but his single kill versus Cadian, his counterpart, means nothing.
You cannot pin Heroic down. If they have a part of the map, there could be anywhere from 1 to 5 players there, and that is proof of it. How are you supposed to expect a re-aggression in this way? We just saw a tactic with a molly behind Yabby and a flash to show that there were at least 2 people on A, probably 3 in this situation if he's coming from Arch. They're not going to leave halls open, and then all of a sudden, everybody on the CT side is running down. They set the stage for this round. Playing it slow.
Costly. Kerrigan jumping around barrels and boxes and gets burned down to half health.
Yeah, they respond with their own utility. Smoke comes up at the top of Banana. Utility advantage here to Heroic, of course. And it's now time for decisions to be made, and that goes for the defenders as well. 30 seconds, that's the golden number.
Big pop, rambunctious. Oh, Cadian. Looked like he was gonna get back around the corner, but he shoots out 2 shots.
What?
He just snaps Rain down. Brokey and Rops recover, but with those 2 deaths, do they assume incorrectly that this bomb site is clear? TessS, he actually does stop bomb.
Time.
Rops picks it back up, and now hands busy, Plant comes through. 48 HP versus 2. Gets back around the coffins, and with that bomb plant position, they're gonna know that he's leaning on this side, but he needs to keep it clean, and it's not gonna happen this time around.
The newest additions go head-to-head, and Yabby comes out ahead. 16 HP, but he wins the duel through the coffins. Puts Rops in 1.
And if needed, Shush right there behind him. This first shot from Cadian, a sliver. Watch the snap on that second.
Not even a wall bang. He's still fast. Full double digits. They have lost some single-digit games. It doesn't feel like this is going to be one of them.
Rops on the entry, dives out quick. M4 shots for Jabby, find their mark. Double kill from him. Nice and easy. A rambunctious pop out of the apartments meant to do something. There is still life left on this. Twist and Brokey pistoling it back, but then just as quickly as they kill, they fall at the hands of Heroic, who now have a lead 4-3.
Oh, and they're...
No forward play from Heroic here. Very much letting FaZe kind of slot into their strat.
They're really good at peeling back and playing forward, leaving nowhere in between, so it's hard for FaZe to know what space they can take for free. And you can see the clock is against them. They're working slowly.
Right. On high alert, with expectations for somebody to try and throw that left hook out of nowhere.
They're trying to scare Cadian out of this rotation as they come back towards B. He's going to make a move.
Kerrigan's going to try to go through. Oh, he beats down and Rain successfully in through Arch. But third piece of the puzzle, TessS. 40 HP left over. Smoke at his feet means he loses vision, and soon his life. Brokey hones in on him with the spray, and Kerrigan's entry coupled with Rain's wraparound. If you give FaZe space, they will make it happen. Shush and Jabby to take a shot at this. We got bodies on Banana and corpses the way of the CT. 3 stand strong for FaZe. You gave them the room to work,
yes,
and they will take that away from you.
Man.
Tied game at 4.
Yes, but it was a little slow, wasn't it? And then they were setting up for the arch split, but they had Rain on that lurk. This is a pocket strat from FaZe. They do this, have done this more than once, but Cadian goes back to clear the smoke in CT and misses a shot on Rain. That could have very easily been the round. The entire split stops, no lurk in place. TaZeS with the 2K hold. It kind of comes down to one missed op shot right there, but for Cadian, he can be proud of the fact that he read that strat. It wasn't an arch wrap, that he didn't rotate back into the site. He didn't go and look towards halls, stare at nothing. He very much gave his team a chance, and he probably told his B players, we know what's coming. I think there's a bit of a confidence win here for Heroic. It'll be them to take a timeout.
Leaning back, allowing for FaZe to find the cracks in the setup. We've got Twists stuck in this corner, and they're going to send a player forward, but he's not ready. Still reacts.
Oh, Twist might have been looking at radar right there. Doesn't shoot fast enough. Has a really good fight for himself, but loses out to Stown.
That is meant to be Twist's opening kill every day. Stown fast enough on the trigger. Swap to the AWP. Barely even a liability with this thing, so
they didn't hear this gun.
They could walk unsuspectingly into their death, and sure enough,
there it is.
Stown hits home. Frags Rops. Leaves Rain to chase. Angle after angle, he knows every step of the way. That op looms near. Meanwhile, Kerrigan catches them. 2 CTs pressing up into the boiler, another fight at the B site. Kerrigan draws bomb back, but the push out from TaZeS gets punished. And you'd think that A site's clear, but who other than Jabby to stop it in its tracks?
Wow, there's still 2 more there, and there's just no way. They didn't even have time to get to that plant. This round ends. I'm not feeling a lot of communication coming out here from FaZe Clan. They're sort of waiting around. You know, maybe Twist is here looking at his radar. Maybe he doesn't have that fight exactly where he wants it to be, and Stown just approaches slowly. Not comfortable not knowing. Always keeping eyes forward.
AK immediately down, so if FaZe had any hope in this one, it's not going to be coming from Kerrigan. And it's non-existent Kevlar on the rest. Crossfire set excellently. They'll press out and try to recover the gun, but Cadian's op is quick. And FaZe effectively culled. At least they got the AK. Silver lining here for this moment.
Yeah, that's something.
And as they have, they're going to try to milk every moment for every possible kill, for every possible opening. Take your chances. Barring that second round of Inferno, Heroic haven't fallen victim to moments like this.
Yeah.
So sure enough, they keep this one clean.
Yeah, they
as
don't,
clean as can be.
They don't leave. They don't.
First 15. Brokey to try and take up the helm. Think about how passive that setup was here for Heroic. The crossfire on middle. Well, if you want to run it against the guns, be ready for FaZe to come kicking and screaming towards this A site. An attempted spray, no target. No damage.
No pressure on B, and it looks like Heroic are readying for this exact attack.
Cadian comes over. Shush from the pit offers the first kill. Jabby fire at his feet. Rops has got the entry. Things starting to go well for FaZe, but his body's trickled down. Shush will be given a chance. Flash goes out, kills Twist, finds Rops, and through that smoke, it's damage onto Brokey. They've lost track of this op. Oh, but Cadian comes around the short side. And guns versus guns, Heroic on top.
And that was one. Slower than molasses in these last 5. Of course, this round, not much to go into it, besides the utility. But what's the thought?
Again, it's a lean back out of Heroic. This is the round that didn't go so well for Heroic. And Cadian just gets swept away by the Tech-9, but remember, it is just measly pistols. Javi bombarded by utility, and Shush is only able to come out with one. FaZe Clan fight tooth and nail to press through the defense. Kerrigan leads the way with that quick calamity versus Cadian, and there's a chance for TeSeS and Stown to still recover. He gives himself a smoke, he will have a flash, and he even has a teammate. He tries to dive down. Gets caught on the railing, didn't get out. Brokey awaits him. An additional flash comes through. TeSeS sees the fight, wins it into Graveyard, and it's Rain inside the quiet corner. The stoic giant of FaZe denied by the flying TeSeS. It's a sketchy situation, but it's Heroic's 8th. Or is it?
On the dome.
Oh, and now they tried to get hyper-aggressive, and they're going to continue this onslaught. Far-range fight for TeSeS, keeps his head down. Bullets pummeling through. Brokey. They did not want to allow Heroic to get away with that audacity. How dare you take that fight to us?
Wow.
The disrespect in mid and alt upended.
Okay, that one was a little bit faster. They said, we want apartments at least.
What a clash.
That's where we draw the line. Well, we'll see.
Shush is in the corner. That's an easy pickup against Kerrigan. I mean, he was nearly on the brink of death. And Shush sticks around. He could even go into twists. Not the best, but he does still fall back. And Cadian is ready, but that's both members. So of course the bigger picture, FaZe realize A is occupied, and they could have left. Heroic think they left, when in reality, they come right back.
They prey on the fact that Heroic love to make those rotations. They walk into an open site, and now Heroic will hear the utility coming out from the other side of the map. They've left the site that they could have won from.
They've been played. And if Heroic truly want to fight for this 9th, as it seemed like they did out the gate, well, you've got to topple 2 of FaZe's best.
It's a great snap call. Moto Smoke should be the end.
That could find twists. That's gonna hurt, or nope. Only 9 HP, not a problem. The 2 members of FaZe just keeping their head tucked, keeping Heroic guessing on this quest of a retake. We've got Shush pressing in. Cadian finds the quick kill to twist and confirms Brokey's position. Bomb ticking fast. Shush wastes no time, and Brokey, the gremlin in the corner, delivers his 3rd. FaZe have 5.
Prioritizing the clock because that bomb was ticking. Planted good for both Big Pit and Mini. That's well done. FaZe score 1. Great to see a call like that. It's a brave one to make. Walking back into lane after 2 were spotted there. That's huge. Showing they're still lucid. They're still playing to win, not just to be safe. Not running into B. But in these last couple, FaZe have given it up and still found a way into the rounds.
Cadian better be careful. He's got an onslaught inbound.
Oh, the walk-up. They don't window flash. They outgame him completely. He could have been hard scoped on that like we saw Stown.
Sure.
But they didn't flash it, and he was waiting for that to throw his utility.
Sure.
That's another game plan victory here. Another great call from Kerrigan, answering back.
No warning for Cadian. Hits the dirt in an instant. And with it, FaZe Clan secure themselves a 6th. Brokey on gun control. Thanks for the op.
Yeah, they made him look silly right there. Back-to-back rounds. That's nice to see. I feel like we've only been able to say good things about Heroic so far this game, while FaZe have scraped by. Well, now they're showing us why they're here. When with 4 relegated to their site, as we wrap this half up, and FaZe have a chance to get to 7. Anyone's game from that point on. 5 rounds may not have been enough. 7, they can figure it out.
Yep.
That's when you got to take on the chin. If you're the one player in a 4-1 setup on B and you die like that, you know it's over. You can't even give an op over to the quad player at a post plant. That's already too much.
FaZe is on that list. Canadian solo B setups, now 3 members over there. Utility pressure shush, but he's fine to sit inside it. Jabby will be far too preoccupied with the thought of a bulk push, so there is no crossfire here. Numbers could be the answer to dealing with shush if he had stuck around.
They'll need another set of utility to really scare him, but at this point, he guaranteed some information, saw no one cheat up.
Tessa starts to dump his nades.
Let's see if this FaZe machine starts rolling.
B players from the offense fall back. Misstack sight. A lot of pressure here on Shush and Jabby, and they're split up. 2 separate fronts, 2 separate fights. Can either of them deliver? Shush and Jabby, each with a kill apiece. What more can they do? Jabby into the corner, but Shush goes one better. His second kill shaves off Kerrigan, Rops and Brokey to the 2 versus 4 in a post plant. And that 3-man B stack now tasked to retake with utility. Brokey's op hunts hungrily for impact, for blood, for flesh, and it gets ever closer. Right on the cusp of this, he sees it, and he takes down Katie and priming Rops. A bloodbath on the short side. FaZe! Things are meant to go the other way. And Rops, he's gonna try to guarantee it nice and early. Hyper aggression down mid out of the FaZe Clan. Jabby sits down beneath him. What's his moment to strike? He pops up, he kills 2. And with Tess over towards ult, oh, Jabby! Triple kill for him!
Whoa.
Sickening recovery from Heroic.
He just kept running forward. There was a guy at the top of middle who could have swung on him at any time, but him, as a soldier, kept moving in.
And Rain was wounded at the very start. He'd hoped his fully health teammates would keep him alive and kicking, and instead, he sits on 12 HP as Heroic have found that open B bomb site. So that's both pistols this map.
Whoa.
Seemingly, yes.
Take it down. Wow, Yabby. Take your hat off, man. That was a beautiful round. Running forward into that push that was spotted. Everybody coming down. Yabby popping up. First of all, aim is one thing, but again, look, he gets spotted from top mid, keeps going forward, knows he has teammates behind him. He's just ready to refrag. That's selfless play.
Stunned by his own success.
Then they lost 5 straight and lost the map. 16-5 for FaZe last time they played against Heroic on Inferno. But it's clearly a very different day. Their T side last time ran through Heroic. That wasn't the case this time around. In fact, it was FaZe to only wake up later on. Those last 2 rounds were great, and they said a lot of good things about Kerrigan, that he's still in this and wants to win. But Heroic were locked in the entire time. They only started to get outplayed because they were probably so shocked at how poorly FaZe came in. They started off on the wrong foot. They do have this thought. Only a pistol round on T side last time.
Stack is in the right place. Heroic inching ever closer. Desert Eagle, the warning sign of what's to come. There's a smoke on Rain as well, so if they boil down the time and he decides to block off Arch, or if he blocks off Apps, somebody's gonna get taken out of this equation, but ultimately it's Jabby who's gonna get smoked off. Flashes to pop inside sight, twist, instant deagle, still fighting. Rain finds one on his own, and they still don't know. Brokey, he's able to pick up 1 kill off the Famas. Rops' MP9 still sits inside the corner. And unfortunately for Heroic, they're getting torn limb from limb.
Okay.
FaZe back-to-back halves with second round wins.
Yes, history repeats itself, and Twist with a great shot on the first player, jumping, just meant to displace their aim, trying to get into the site and clear cold. They don't even get info on that last guy who's there. They don't even know how bad it was, how many T's they ran into. Wow, that was quite a shot. And Twist, he was a guy.
A tough pill to swallow, and a broken hope of an early T-side start. Rain leans right into that smoke, not afraid to get dirty, to play it dangerous. Cadian will call from the sidelines, and if Heroic try to press into the arch, well, they've got members of FaZe ready to meet them, nades at their feet as well to make things uncomfortable. Jabby back to the abs. Shush, nice deed, but he's only gonna get that one. It's down to pick up the next. Brokey tries to quick reposition, opts not to go graveyard, but rather sits sight. Smoke ahead, leans, so that Heroic can go over top. And Brokey, yet to fire off on this AK. They've lost track of him. and they wait for some kind of a fight. They anticipate a wrap. That doesn't happen. Spray off the mark.
Oh, wait, another
TSS could have
down. He's
died.
got two. It's just
down.
Brokey.
He's left it on Brokey. 78 HP. He lost his rotation, but he does still have the kit and a huge health advantage and a weapon over top of TSS. But TSS, he just sits back. He leans and he plays with the dolphin jump. He holds, and Brokey, he wants this kill, he wants this clutch, but TSS nowhere to be found. Time is gonna be critical, but remember, Brokey has that kit. TSS comes right back, 15 health, will it be enough? Brokey jumps on top of Bomb, and he's got this.
Oh my God.
Surely he's got this.
He's actually got it locked in.
Surely it's wrapped up.
Jesus, there's just so much time to play off of. So many chances for Brokey. Wow. TSS had his work cut out for him. The amount of times he had to bait him into that, but Stown, what is this round? The Tech 9 kill into the picked up AK into 2 more. Unreal for Mini.
Crossfire back to the middle setup. Rox wants to go for the peek, and Cadian gonna give him a reason to sit down. AK from downtown. Remember, one of 2 guns here in the hands of Heroic. So for FaZe to offer that opening, Heroic will take that every step of the way. And what's the next step on their way to this upset? Well, robbing away the gun.
Yes.
It's a win within a win.
That's the priority number 1. It is still behind enemy lines. And FaZe at least know that. They didn't send someone down on a mission. Brokey will pick one back up. That's down. He stands in front of the Molotov.
They're gonna try to press through. Brokey, missed chance. And a lot of real estate taken. Look at the pace here from Heroic. They sense blood in the water and they want to follow, but that cross does have a player on it. 0 for 2 on the op shots, but Rain, he's got backs turned. And now Brokey has to deliver, and still no kill.
Whoa.
Cadian offers 3.
And yeah,
Twist on the flank.
Yeah, he's waiting for this perfect crosshair placement. He's up top. Heroic, are they gonna touch 10? Kerrigan, 1-on-3, coming in slowly.
This could make up for that round 2 loss. The fact it happened in both halves. Pistols not cleanly converted. And Kerrigan, a tough time so far, goes down at the hands of Shush. Cadian stands tall when they need him.
Wow, I didn't expect that to happen, especially after that Brokey frag that came down. It felt like it was calm for FaZe.
This opening kill, look at this. From downtown,
Wow.
taps into the head of Rops.
And that does speak to the fact that, of course, it's still not over just because you get that open.
He gets on top of that fountain to hold. Suddenly Heroic.
That's 2 ecos for FaZe Clan versus Heroic just in the second half.
3 across the map. Still enough tools to work with. Kerrigan almost caught out, but who other than Rain to offer us another hold. Kerrigan's MP9 finds a bit of damage, but it's another flood forward from the Heroic players.
That might be suspicious, you know? They sent him forward after he just fell back, and Rain made that cover take place.
Little peek from Rain, but
Runs right into it.
damn, that's costly.
He's trying to figure out frontside smoke comes down, and they don't have info.
What a
no one
risk.
CT to spot, and Heroic. The
Is there a
tactic.
flash?
The tactic just pulls that out completely. He's just trying to get ready because he thinks the exec is coming in. Instead, they weren't even worried about the op. It could have been in CT in that position.
Oh man,
Oh
Twist.
boy.
We know his skill ceiling, but right now he's more so on the floor. So if he can step it up here and now, that would have been a wonderful thing for FaZe. Instead, with a few lesser weapons, Heroic go back to that B site. Imagine having to try and go take another piece out of Rain. But in this case, Rain just offers himself up.
Yeah, it's a shame for Twist, of course. Could have made that potentially winnable. It still would have been difficult. Heroic's tactic right there is the swing kill. The rotation, final one comes out towards B, leaves Twist in pit with a FAMAS. It's not been a great game for him. He was, of course, the most impactful player by the numbers the last time they played against Heroic on this map. And Twist, throughout this year, unbelievable consistency. Imagine getting carried by a North American. We had Rain, who was the Antwerp MVP. We have Brokey, who's the best player this year as their AWPer, but Twist with a rifle is right on his tail. But it's not been a strong day so far.
TSS, man, that got messy. He's leaning back. But it feels like Banana's been there calling.
Yeah, they've got a lot out of it.
Rob's just tucked into the corner. Oh man, they leave him on his own. Jabby, back turn, the flash.
They see him solo too.
Yep, draws Jabby's attention. That could open up a rotate. Question will be, do Heroic decide to hit that gas pedal before the third member comes over? That smoke should deter them. Should.
Rocking a hard place. You know, they're set up.
Kerrigan presses in. It's the lesser weapons, but the MP9 point blank is good. Desert Eagle back at hand. Robs wants to come through smoke. Easy pickups. Cadian answers, but there is Rain again.
Once again from his favorite spot. Loving those angles today. Another Deagle kill in. It's that search right at the top of mid as soon as they have Yabby look. And it's early enough that there's still a chance that Heroic could come back to mid, go through all the protocols again, maybe exec 8, but of course, it's the more unlikely option. So they just cheat 3 over, re-smoke Banana, and importantly, they put
the investment. They're gonna be working with less, but still TSS takes Rops' head. Unfortunately for him, those Desert Eagle players are also unarmored, but at least the M4 gets retrieved, so it's just a bonus. And nonetheless, aim punch considered, Shush will still take up that AK. TSS, a stiff breeze from death. And Twists, feeling antsy, tries to rumble down mid. Pressed against the smoke, Heroic want to lean into B. Rain's gonna have to do it again. Stop Shush first and foremost. That one was unarmored, and there's more where the first one came from. Kerrigan goes through, stops bomb, and now they're stranded inside pit. Flash is fantastic, the pressure is on, and Rain holds them off yet again.
They all get swarmed, and Yabby goes down at the end. That's a solid hold. They have to fight for every single inch. Just barely let him through the door, but look at the great flashes that come in to support, right? 2 players inside of the pit, they have their aim displaced as hard as it possibly could be. Have the full site cleared yet. Back to a half buy, looking for some ingenuity here from Heroic.
They've got to get some of these rounds back over FaZe, right? It's happened to them.
True.
They've got to harness that energy. They've got to pull off these upset rounds.
Then it comes back to FaZe as the team who have much better Inferno stats, are winning these close games where Heroic can't.
It's been the tale of FaZe throughout this entire event, right? Close second matches, push to the limit, and yet still they prevail. It just feels like those little slip-up moments, you'd think it's too much. Not converting each of their pistol round wins, losing to that Desert Eagle of Rain. How much can one team really survive? Because as they try to get into this A site, it's their half-buy round that falls absolutely flat.
Oh, that's a clinic.
Not one opening, not one crack in that defense. Flawless from FaZe on A for 13.
It's taken FaZe a couple of rounds into each half, but look at the timings now. Everything's favoring them. They're reading the game perfectly. Their CT side is coming to fruition. You know, 2 rifle rounds. FaZe didn't give him much data.
Twist force forward. He hears these footsteps. But it's a peek from the opposite end. Still held on to with ease. Twists. Triple kill goes down nice and smooth. Activates Rops and FaZe. Yeah, they sense that this one is theirs for the taking. Heroic can try their most to make something out of nothing, but poor Jabby and his unarmored P250 not quick clumping inside of middle. Will this setup prevail? Rob's not boosted on top of porch, but rather the closer wall. Looking to make the most of that MP9. Rain comes down from Banana. Heroic are gonna know that their backline's compromised, and you'd think that leans, of course, into the A stack, which sure enough is starting to be pieced together.
Yeah.
But time to still unravel all of this.
It's really important that that mullet came in response. Really scary here for Robs.
Jabby soon to be left on his own. Rogi postured on the angle. Flashbang's gonna make him uncomfortable, but he's not alone. He still has range, so he can run a bit of a risk. He can stick to this. We hit the 40-second mark, and Heroic still grouped closer towards A. Again, justifiable stack as Banana belongs to FaZe. Here comes the pop at a moment's notice. And there it is, a delivery from FaZe, but Jabby at least able to come out from the apartment, still working with such little health. Twist gets cleared out. They've managed to unravel that hold, even despite Twist's and Rob's best efforts. Jabby and Stown bring it back. Bomb planted, and to deny FaZe 15. Do the CTs press in? They have a flash, they have their kits, and they've got Rain getting closer. But it's an uncomfortable one for Brokey to try and press up beyond that moto. He's not gonna get his duel towards Jabby, who plays tucked with such little bits of HP. Stown's gonna have the corner of cover, and the first point of contact. He takes Red's head off, and Brokey decides to fall back, doesn't have the balls for this.
Wow.
Doesn't have the gall. He concedes, and Heroic will fight for 12.
Let's talk about Yabby. Let's talk about Yabby right there. Another round to mirror the multiple rounds he did that on Overpass. The round was over, and from the halls, one of the hardest entering positions, gets his kills and drops that flash to turn the attention of the lane player so that Stown can get the kill. A beautiful mid-round where he's in the middle of it. Again, looking like he was a thoroughbred Heroic player.
Second time, it's the third time Heroic have been given a chance to break through, but then they get countered right back, and punished for trying to go over top. He takes a peek he shouldn't. And with that 5v4, but remember the low HP here from Shush and Stown. Jabby now also added to that same situation, nearly caught on the fallback. Robs, further damage just to remind Jabby that you are on the brink of death and defeat. Nice shot from Brokey. Cadian tries to jump over, his teammates push through, but a missed chance, recovered, and no third. Stown into the AWP because he has such low health. We talked about those 3 low players, well that is all that's left. Rops, he sits in sight,
Kerrigan's
surrounded.
Timing. Yeah, Kerrigan's time is a little slow. Rops is completely alone. He has to think about so many things at the moment.
Oh, it's silent.
Oh my God.
Kerrigan, seen, but not yet smothered. Stown's gonna walk this around, try to get the guillotine around his neck.
Oh my God.
Alert. Shoots him in the side of the head. Rops all the pressure in the world, and he just can't find anyone. Still, this situation silent.
Wow, they are thinking. 1,000 miles per minute.
Hearts
Can they piece
pounding.
it together? 3 players, less HP than any one of FaZe right now.
Twists, big position. Sits on top of Newbox. He's gonna drop Stown plus the bomb. That's immediately gonna start to call Rops over. And again, it's that huge health advantage on top of only 8 seconds. And again, Shush falls. Nade at his feet, but there's no hope for Jabby. Twists holds strong.
Doesn't matter where he's anchoring from. Whether it's A site or B right now, he holds his nerve. Put himself in a beautiful position to multi as well, staying up top on quad.
And he had such a quiet start to this game.
Yeah.
Twist was right down there with Kerrigan at the bottom of this scoreboard, and on this CT side has recovered. He surpassed Rain and attempting to catch up to Robs and Brokey.
Something like almost organized in the most impressive way ever.
Here it
Taking
comes
down
again.
Kerrigan.
Fast. Oh, it's fast. And with the gloves off, Shush tries to open everything up, but Rain just caught another kill, and then they continue to falter. TeSS with everything left to do. Heroics 5-loss streak on Inferno extended to 6.